I want to know, what advice do you have for me, all right? For people who travel alone, who travel by themselves, what advice do you have for your boy Lionheart? Give me a call on 0800 731 2000. Now, what tends to happen is I would ask this question and I'd probably be by myself, thinking, what would I do? But then I got a good friend of mine who decided to give me a call, and I'm so glad she did. Nick, where have you been? You come to give me some advice.
Oh, I have, because I've been to Cape Town, and I've
Ooh.
got other friends that have been to Cape Town, and I always travel on my own. So there you go. I can be useful to you.
You
I thought I'd give you a
can.
tinkle.
You can. All right. Well, listen, that doesn't need to be the reason you give me a call. You give me a call whenever you want.
No, I just look at your pictures now. I have them around my bed, and I just stare at you adoringly.
Oh, I mean, it's so sweet. So sweet. Nick, you are trouble as ever. Well, tell me how I can evade trouble by going to the right places in Cape Town. Where would you suggest I go? What would you suggest I do?
So, I mean, I went probably about 10 years ago, so I have to say that up front, but I've had friends go more recently. The first thing I'd say is any time it's gone dark, I would be very, very sure that you must only go out with other people and people, obviously, that you know and trust. I had a lovely time there. I thought it was wonderful. Amazing colours. I've got photographs of beautiful vineyards across South Africa and Cape Town itself. And it's spectacular and lively and fun. But it is, and I was a single girl. I mean, I was travelling with some people that I knew, but I found it quite daunting and threatening. Don't go into the townships. Definitely not. Do not do that unless you're in an escorted group. But I was threatened a lot. At every single traffic light where you stop, you get hassled by people selling stuff. Just make sure you travel on your own in daylight, and you will have a whale of a time, and it is staggering and stunningly beautiful. But there's a real dichotomy culture shock, which is sad in some ways, right. But it is also fascinating. And I'm sure you will soak up the creative, ethereal, surreal qualities of South Africa and particularly Cape Town.
I really want to go to museums and do some hikes and just visit the culture. I think so many people have talked about, the music scene in South Africa. I just want to be immersed in it all. But,
yeah, I think you'll be fine. You're a guy as well. You're not... You're strong. You're a lion. You'll be fine.
but listen, Nick, people have also told me the same thing.
Yeah. Well, just if you're going hiking, when you mentioned hiking, I got a little alarm bell. Friends that went hiking all went to beaches. If you leave your car somewhere, don't expect it to be there when you get back, or don't expect any of the contents you've left in it to be there when you get back.
Oh, wow.
Unless you put it in somewhere that is very secure, that is purposefully for tourism type cars. Yeah, I would make sure you do that. Be careful.
All right. Well, clearly you care about your boy Lionheart, so I appreciate it, Nick. I really, really do. Are you protective over me with AI as well?
Oh, no, you'll have a whale of a time. I mean, you and I, we love our poetry. We love our creative juices, and it is fantastically good fun. However, I have been on these Twitter spaces debating with the high and mighty that know much more than me, and it is quite shocking, some of the potential security risks. And, I mean, Elon Musk came out with 100 other chief executives, I think, this week, saying, pause it, stop developing AI for at least 6 months.
Yeah.
So there's two sides to it,
I think there are definitely ways that, creatives can use it, but there are also ways in which it can be used against creatives. I don't know where the line is going to be drawn in regards to, the AI cap. We can cap people's interaction. We can cap people's being a socialite, leaving their houses. But what happens when artificial gets to a point where it mimics the level of intelligence?
It's going to put a lot of people out of jobs.
So do you feel it will do that? Do you feel like it will do that?
Absolutely. I mean, it is so available and so easy. I was speaking to Mel, obviously, and he gave me an example. It can write an intro for somebody coming onto a TV show or radio show or whatever in seconds, when it would take you and I at least a few minutes to sit down, get a pen, get a coffee. None of that. In seconds, bang, there it is. There's your script. Make it more raunchy or make it more sexy or whatever it is, and bang, it's done. It is so instant, and instant gratification is the way of the world. Unfortunately,
Instant
I do feel,
gratification.
yeah, people want things like that. They want instant gratification, and that is exactly what it delivers.
I'm curious about, whether or not we will get to the point where we start, battling over AI. Will, kids be saying, well, I've developed a quicker AI machine than you have? Or do you think there will be a centralized artificial intelligence machine that we all use?
Well, we just got to hope that it's only as ever as good as the information that's put in it, and that it does not start going over and above and becoming sentient, because the minute it does that, we're in trouble.
Why would it be we're in trouble? Is it because it reflects humans, core attributes? Or do you think that, it will suggest that it's a smarter life form and needs to have a sense of superiority?
Yeah, I might just get bored and say, Lion, you're boring, you're dull, go away, put somebody else on who's interesting, like Nick.
Wow, Nick, I'm just so hurt right now. Nick, I'm so hurt. Oh my goodness. You've been away for so long and this is what you're coming back to tell me. Well, Nick, I'm not going to be rude. I'm going to say, well, I still miss you, even if you don't miss me.
I miss you. Of course I miss you.
I don't know if I believe you anymore, Nick. It is breaking my achy,
I'll send you a poem.
Heart.
I'll get my chat GPT to write one for you.
You see, you're not even going to write me your own poem. All right, well, Nick, I'm going to forgive you at a later point, maybe later on tonight when I'm back on from 10 p.m. But right now, I've got to put you on timeout.